Welcome back. And now to Elias Kluwer, who has taken a look at Jonathan Glazer's controversial sci-fi flick Under the Skin.
Thanks, Jack. Under the Skin is an alien movie. But if you hate these types of films, which are often messy cocktails of over-the-top effects and bad acting, then don't let the premise of this film deter you. Directed by the clearly style-obsessed Jonathan Glazer, who is best known for his work on the British cult classic Sexy Beast, Under the Skin is a superb twist on an overly exploited genre. The consistently brilliant Scarlett Johansson takes on the role as an alien in human form who travels through a bleakly shot Scotland, seducing men and encountering strange situations along the way. The story is based on a Michael Faber novel and involves all the clichés that have been seen in films such as The Man Who Fell to Earth, or more recently, Men in Black. However, the broader themes the film deals with, such as feminine empowerment and the sexual frustrations of the contemporary age, makes this an interesting and highly engaging picture.
No girlfriend, really?
Oh, I don't have a girlfriend at all.
You're very charming. It's better.
This film has had a contentious reception in Europe and delayed release to an Australian audience, perhaps due to the sometimes sordid subject material. But overall, I think this film is one of the most unique of its kind and truly deserving of 4 stars. Clancy?
Thanks, Elias. If Melbourne and Timor-Leste have anything in common, it's coffee. Melburnians certainly know how to drink it, but it's the Timorese who know how to grow it. A group of former soldiers discovered this while working for the Australian Army as part of a peacekeeping force in Timor-Leste. Abby O'Brien with this report.
These former soldiers have given up combat for coffee. In 2012, they were stationed in East Timor, working with the Australian Army as part of a peacekeeping force. Their 8-month deployment ended 2 years ago, but the soldiers continue to serve the Timorese people right here in Melbourne.
A lot of people that start coffee companies and all that start at barista level and start, they get an appreciation for coffee and all that. We've done it the opposite way. We actually had no experience.
After discovering coffee crops while fighting militia on the Indonesian border, the soldiers decided to start a coffee company. They used the earnings from the army to set up the company and maintain their connection with the people of East Timor.
Our deployment gave us a better insight into the country and what these people are living with day to day, and we just wanted to make it a little bit better for them.
Coffee provides income for nearly a quarter of the Timorese population, but farmers have traditionally been paid very little for their crops.
We thought, we can do a better job of this. What we do is we employ the villagers to pick the cherries. And then we also pay for their labour, and then we also buy the product that they pick as well at 2 to 3 times higher than the going price.
Since its establishment, Wild Timor Coffee has increased the income of farming families, improved coffee growing practices, and expanded the presence of Timorese coffee on the international market. The coffee is sold in cafes across Melbourne, and the profits are funneled back into the community it was grown in.
We've channeling funds back to them so they can have things like water tanks and solar panels and tarps to dry the coffee out.
Wild Timor Coffee House, the flagship cafe for the coffee company, is due to open mid-year.
What we want to do is make this place a hub for the Timorese community and have a good cafe at the same time.
From the military to macchiatos, these soldiers are finding new ways to serve the people of East Timor. Abby O'Brien, Newsline.
And now to sport with Pepe Cavalieri. And Pepe, the match review panel seems to have let Gary Ablett off the hook.
Yes, Jack, you're spot on. Gary Ablett's quest for a 3rd Brownlow medal is back on track this morning after the AFL's match review panel deemed contact made to the Western Bulldogs' Liam Picken wasn't callous enough to warrant a suspension. Ablett remains the red-hot favourite to claim the league's best and fairest come September. The Socceroos have shown they are a long way off challenging the world's best, crawling to an uninspiring draw with South Africa in Sydney last night. In the lead-up to next month's World Cup in Brazil, Australia fell behind early, equalised but couldn't break the deadlock in a scoreless second half. Australia's Samantha Stosur has overcome a cut, shin and stitches to cruise to an opening round win at Roland Garros overnight, dispatching Puerto Rican Mona Puig 6-1, 6-1. And Australian Open champion and number 3 men's seed Stanislas Wawrinka is out of the event, suffering a shock first-round exit to Spaniard Guillermo Garcia Lopez. For the Pink and guys, that's all in sport.
Thanks, Peppy. And now to the weather. Fairly cloudy in Melbourne, rain easing into isolated showers, a possible thunderstorm later tonight, and an overnight low of 12 degrees. It's a similar story in Geelong, with light rain tonight, and the temperature also expected to drop to 12. Tomorrow, Melbourne can expect another cloudy day with more northwesterly winds and isolated showers, a top of 18 degrees. In Geelong, more cloud cover and isolated showers. Looks like this record-breaking streak of warm May weather is coming to an end.
And that's all we have time for tonight. Hope you can join us again tomorrow at the same time. Until then, thank you for watching Newsline. Brought to you by RMIT Journalism and TAFE Television Production students. Good night.